Yeah, so, and then there was some more fake, scripted, poorly acted interaction with girls in the back. And then we came to our main event of the evening, Brian. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton against Jacob, Fatu, and Solo. And I know wrestling sometimes has to stretch credibility for the entertainment value, but watching Owens' fat ass go toe-to-toe with two bad Samoans just fucking it stretches that credibility for me like a rubber band, but we will go with it. Again, Orton and Fatu working together, it gives Fatu credibility. Orton did the deal where he picks him up and drops him on the announce desk like he does everybody, and Jacob pops up and is like, ah. And if you did that with everybody, it would be bullshit like it is when they do it with everybody. But when you do it with this one monster, then it registers with people as, oh, shit, that didn't hurt him. But then Orton grabs him and does 3 more in a row. Boom, boom, boom. And that he has to sell. And then one on Solo. Boom. And there's their break spot. It got a huge pop from the people. They were fucking screaming. Nobody had to do a dive through the ropes. But it's still, they're can you remember the last time that a guy came from relatively nowhere in the wrestling landscape and got as strong of a push as a monster as Jacob Fatu has?
Ooh, geez. Edgar Boo Thomas.
Oh, come on now. I mean, it may go back to Yokozuna when Yoko wasn't really anybody on a national basis when he went to the WWF and he was smashed over, but
not the same way, because Yokozuna, he was just a guy winning matches until he won the Royal Rumble. And then it was like, oh, wow, they're doing something with Yokozuna, because he had just come in. Jacob Fatu was immediately inserted into the main event program.
Yeah. So, but anyway, he's holding up to it. And they came back from the break and they got heat on Owens and the multiple asses to the face spot, blah, blah, blah. Again, the phony looking open-handed punches that all the Samoans are doing now are giving me gas bad. Because it doesn't need to be that way. And I think Solo's doing that thing now where he's obviously, his hand is not even a fist, it's open, and he's slap punching the guy and then making a fucking sudden motion over the guy's head like, wow, I'm following through. Nobody can tell because I was David Copperfield sleight of hand with this thing, and it looks like he's having a spasm. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice it like that, no.
Well,
you've been mentioning David Copperfield a lot.
Well, a magician that everybody can agree on, because Chris Angel, where the fuck has he gone? He's disappeared off the face of the earth.
Copperfield's a pervert. He's in lots of trouble.
Is he really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, fuck, when I saw him, he was just making...
Oh, he was just in the newspaper actually a couple of weeks ago. He had this amazing apartment, a penthouse at the top of a building in Manhattan. I used to be able to see it from my office at Sony. And someone said, hey, it's David Copperfield's place. Beautiful place. He abandoned it. Flooded it.
What, flooded it?
Well, the pictures I saw in the New York Post, it was just destroyed. Like he left it in ruins. Your buddy David Copperfield.
For what reason?
I don't know. An illusion gone wrong. An illusion gone wrong.
What's he in trouble for? Has he lost his money, or has he assaulted someone in an impure way, or what is his deal?
Hold on. Now you're going to make me look. This is the main event of Smackdown, ladies and gentlemen.
I saw David Copperfield back in the 80s. Wonderful performer.
Well, a month ago in the New York Times, the headline, David Copperfield vanished. The problem of his penthouse remains. Another month ago, the magic of David Copperfield couldn't make this lawsuit disappear.
What's the lawsuit for?
David Copperfield sued over trashed $7 million Manhattan penthouse. Yeah, he got sued.
Well, there's got to be some reason why that a person trashes a $7 million penthouse and then disappears. Besides, there's got to be an underlying cause of this thing, doesn't there?
Well, in May, Rolling Stone, the headline, magician David Copperfield accused of grooming groping, and drugging women.
Okay, all right. So when I saw him back in the 80s and he went out in the crowd and did that close-up magic where he made a Kleenex in his hand dance in front of your eyes, I didn't know what was on the Kleenex. Son of a bitch.
Okay, that's where you decided to go with it. You really saw him live?
Yes.
With a dancing Kleenex?
I've got the event program.
Where was this?
It might have been in Las Vegas. It's been 40 years now. I'd have to fucking go downstairs and look.
All right, well, from the penthouse to the outhouse, or...
Back to this match. So they got heat on Owens. And I don't like the open-handed punches from the Samoans, for fuck's sake. And did you see the camera work? I'm loving the new camera crew, the new production team. Owens milked straining for the tag big time, and they had a camera shot over Orton's shoulder of him reaching and Owens reaching, and finally he broke loose and made the tag and got a big pop. Imagine that, when you actually milk something. But anyway, Randy makes comeback. Jacob comes in, takes one power slam and disappears. Both heels never feed for the comeback in the WWE, and I think that was Vince also. And then they go back and forth, boom, boom, boom. Finally, Owens makes another comeback and Swanton solo and gets a 2 count. And here come the Tongas to the ring. And they distract for Solo to rock bottom him and get the 2 count. And then they both played Cody's music for 3 seconds, and Cody just ran out there and tackled the Tongas. Why did they need the 3 seconds of music? Just to get everybody's attention?
Yeah, for the pop.
But if they could see him doing it by the time the music registered. So what it's like the music opens the invisible door where the guy can, all right. But anyway, Cody tackles the Tongas, and Orton gives Tama an RKO, even though he's not in the match. And Jacob dives on Cody, and Owens stunners Solo. And when Owens covers Solo after the stunner, Cody got rolled into the ring and clipped the referee's leg.
That was done pretty good.
It was perfect. This is some old Eddie Graham shit. I'm telling you, it filtered through Watts and through Dusty or whatever, but it is. And the referee goes down, so Owens gets up pissed that he can't count the cover, and he's yelling at Cody like, what the fuck are you doing? And turns around, and Jacob super kicks Owens twice in the mush, and Solo covers him. And Jacob cuts off Cody 1, 2, 3. And then Owens is pissed at Cody when the heels roll out, and he's yelling at him, and Cody's trying to explain it wasn't my fault. He threw me there. And Orton becomes the guy getting in the middle to be the peacemaker. Now, come on, guys. We calm down. We can talk this over. Between that hot-headed Owens and the innocent victim of circumstance, Cody Rhodes. And you understand everything. It's very easily digestible.
You've talked about what happens if Orton turns on Cody and if Owens turns on Cody and what they could be teasing. What if Roman turns on Cody, considering the way they're setting these guys up as having issues about him teaming with Roman?
If right now somebody suggested to Triple H that they should swerve everybody because they'll never see it coming and turn Roman Reigns back heel, I have a feeling that Triple H would take the sledgehammer and cave their fucking skulls in.
I don't know if he could still swing that around. It's pretty heavy, and I haven't seen him wield the hammer in quite a while.
For that suggestion, he'd find the strength. No, but no, because not only then would you ruin a lot of Roman Reigns' credibility with people, whether he's heel or babyface, what he says, but also you would be throwing merchandise money into the Red Sea. No, that's not going to be a thing that happens.
Is it wrong that I think all three of those guys at some point in the next couple of years will turn on Cody?
Yes, because I don't think Steen's going to be around to do it. And I don't think they're going to waste a turn on Cody on Steen when they've got one on Orton. Or when they've got one with Orton, I should say.
If Steen leaves, do they finish him up with Orton?
Well, I don't know where this is going intentionally. They may already be looking in that direction, or they may just be, well, here we're putting Owens in something that will kind of help us later on, but we don't have to feature him, winning any big matches or whatever. So I don't think Steen's going to be around for the long term. Orton's going to be one to turn on Cody. I don't know that Roman Reigns is going to be wrestling at any schedule long enough to turn back heel again. Because he's going to be a babyface for the next 1 to 2 years. And after that, why would you turn a guy that's only going to be wrestling a handful of times a year, maybe? That's just my opinion.
Well, that was your SmackDown.
And if they have a match with Roman and Rock, The Rock is still the heel, remember?
Oh, certainly, yeah.
So, what the fuck?
They have a few matches set up already for The Rock without any effort, which is Cody and Roman. 2 separate matches set up. What The Rock has time to do and does with other top guys, there are things there you can create a program, but those 2 are already set up for whenever they want to drop it.
Yeah, and they're not gonna turn Roman before they do a number of things, including, as I said, make $25 billion on merchandise.